Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of A Blind Guy,
His wife,
and Their Life. I've been blind for a long time, over 20 years, and I've met lots of people with lots of questions about what it's like to be blind, and she gets asked a lot of questions about what it's like to be married to a blind person. And we're going to answer some of those questions. One of the questions that we get asked a lot is, do you do everything around the house? Laquita does a lot, but I do lend a helping hand, especially when it comes to managing the laundry of our 3 daughters around the house.
you do help a lot with laundry, yes.
So today we're going to talk about how I can set the machine, how I can pour the detergent, and how I can sort and organize clothes even though I can't see. And once we answer those questions, please feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, make a comment, or ask a question in the comments so that we can answer them later.
And don't forget the thumbs up for the algorithm.
Let's start off with how do I sort laundry? Let's talk about that one. So
Okay.
Sorting laundry. Now, when we lived in our townhouse, when we only had the 2 older girls, that's when we had what we called our living pile of laundry near the back door.
Woo.
For some reason at that time, I found it to be an intelligent move to take trash bags and put dirty laundry in it so that I could keep them out the back door and then try to wash them. But we had this one episode when the wash machine got broke and the landlord was taking forever to come fix it, and then that became I remember.
I just remember we just had so many bags, and I remember thinking, like, what kind of life are we living? But
and people kept giving us clothes because, we had a 2-year-old and a baby, and it's like, no, we can't do this anymore.
yeah,
So
I was wondering, like, where are all these clothes coming? People would think that, with little kids, just recycle. And yeah, so we did end up with a lot of laundry. And back then your sorting was to just put it into a black trash bag. But nowadays, what do you do?
I've gotten a lot more organized thanks to laundry baskets.
Well, we had laundry baskets back then, by the way, just so you know, before somebody says that in the comments. We encourage you to comment, but we had a basket.
Yeah. Well, the thing was that really, because the laundry was downstairs, it was easier just to take the laundry down and keep it there and then get it done. But of course, the key word is to get it done. And when you got a 2-year-old running around and a baby that needs a diaper change, which yes, I did that too, it was easy for the laundry to go by the wayside. So of course it got better as the children got older. But so yes, sorting became important because nowadays each of the girls, each of our daughters has their own laundry basket, and they actually use them now. And so that allows, kind of. And that allows us to keep all the clothes together. Now, fortunately, because we have little girls, even the underclothes are color clothes. They all have color on them, so we don't have traditional whites where I have to use bleach. So that's a big blessing for having 3 daughters.
I think you're right. Like, I don't think we have anything that's white. And you're right. Everything is colored, like right down to all of the underclothes. So if you guys need an emergency mask, in the times that we're living, sometimes you gotta have a mask, you know what I mean? Do what you gotta do. That's all I'm gonna say. Get creative. We did.
Now, because the laundry comes in different baskets, because the laundry is in different baskets, then it's easy for me to say, okay, I go by size, and I also go by what basket they kind of came out of. So if I'm washing the youngest daughter's clothes, her clothes are typically smaller, and her basket is different than the other girls. So it's easy for me to say, okay, these are Camille's clothes, these are Christiana's clothes, these are Brooklyn's clothes. And if push comes to shove where they get mixed up, then I'll just say, okay, we're gonna put this in the pile right here, and you're gonna actually sort your own clothes. Then we can fold them and put them away.
And then so you sort them. You don't sort them after they've been laundered. If they get mixed up, the girls sort them. And then another question people ask is like, how do you use the machine or the detergent? And that's where we used to use liquid. We used to use like powder back in the day, and that would just get everywhere, sort of.
Yeah, powder and liquid detergent to me were a complete disaster. But
I thought liquid was better.
No, because what happens?
It was that one with the spigot that was the problem.
That was the problem, the one with the spigot on it. And then with pouring the liquid, it's always, as long as I do it over the machine, that's fine. But thank God for the drop-in pods and rings that we have now, because I can just toss 3 of those in. There's no measuring, As long as I put them in before when the actual laundry goes in, it fills up. And they smell great, and I don't have to worry about cleaning up any extra spills. She doesn't have to worry about cleaning any extra spills of detergent up. And we're not wasting detergent, because sometimes even in pouring detergent, I can over pour, which can lead to a big waste of liquid detergent or powder. If I'm scooping, I might scoop too much out, and that's still a waste of detergent. So those rings or those pods actually have been a blessing to me, because I know exactly how much detergent is going into the machine.
Yeah, that definitely has helped. And then I think those are most of the questions that people ask. You know, how do you do it? And then sometimes I set the machine. Sometimes the girls will set the machine for you. And, you know, from there, we don't have a fancy washer. We do have dials. And it's just like a couple of buttons. It's just a stackable, old-fashioned, simple situation. You know, I found that simple is like better, because for simple, you don't have to worry about all the settings and getting mixed up. Like whenever we go on vacation, I almost always get a timeshare or an Airbnb that has laundry, so that, you know, we can launder while we're there. Launder money, launder whatever is going in the washer, because with these kids and stuff in their pockets, you never know what you're gonna do.
And that's the great advantage of doing the laundry, because I always find $1 here, $5 there, a bill there. So yeah, that's always been, it's like, yes, I hit the jackpot. Now, when you talk about setting the machine, now our machine, Camille decided, the youngest daughter, decided she wanted to play Wheel of Fortune with one of the dial settings, so it's not set accurately, so that's why they have to help me set the machine.
Yeah.
Now, here's a tip that I use when it comes to socks, because socks can be a problem for someone that can't see.
I think socks can be a problem for anybody that can see, can't see. Socks just walk their own path.
Right.
Like out of the house.
Without your feet being in them. I find that as soon as I take my socks off, I just tie them together. I don't safety pin them, because that could be a problem when the safety pin pops loose and I'm getting stuck, or the kids are getting stuck. So I don't safety pin them. I don't clip them together with anything. I just tie them together, put them in the wash machine, and then I put them in the dryer, and then I untie them and fold them once it comes time for folding the clothes. And I've taught the children to do the same thing. So that's one.
They tie their socks together.
They'll tie their socks together too, and if they forget, I'll tie them for them. So, and sometimes it's great because I don't even have to fold them. I just throw the tied socks into the drawer and then just pull them out, and I still got my socks together.
You always do that. You said sometimes. You don't ever take it. You don't take those socks apart.
Eat the business of the house, and the house eat it, okay?
Well, guys, we hope you have enjoyed this episode of
A Blind Guy,
His Wife,
and Their Life. And remember, please subscribe, hit that like button, give us a thumbs up, and ask questions in the comments, and we'll definitely respond to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.